I'm going to take and put aside my objective lens for a minute, and this one will be from the point of view of a lover of sport. It was heartbreaking to see a team that has been unbeaten throughout the tournament, absolutely confident and just so happy to be handed out such a loss, and at a World Cup final, and by Australia. Now, in a repeat of 2003, for someone who has seen or heard or even been part of that 2003 World Cup final loss, this would hit hard. And this one hits worse somehow. It was like someone ripping away a doll from a kid's hand. Just seeing Mohammad Siraj in tears, Rahul slumped on his knees on the ground, Virat Kohli covering his face, Rohit Sharma just looking distraught, and the numbness will soon set in. Everyone consoling each other, pictures of the family waiting in the shadows, their eyes so worried and filled with sorrow. You know that this only gets worse the very next day. And the families know that best. A loss like this touches everyone. The fans too. I remember the ones who left the stadium a little earlier but were still watching on their phones or seeing the scores. One of them commented with a sad smile that India probably just couldn't take the pressure. The airport this morning was teeming with blues, fans who probably just had enough time to get back to their hotels, take their stuff and get to the airport, to get back to their cities or their countries and try to put this one behind them. Now, it hits you when you think back to the final and you just realize how clinical Australia was, with their intent, their attitude, their aggression, their fielding, their hunger and desire to win. Of course, the Indian cricket team wanted to win too. There was hunger and a drought of more than a decade fueling them. Somehow, Australia were just that much more desperate. They knew exactly what to do. They were bold, they were brave, like they have been in all of their past. It's a legacy that they have created and have always tried to emulate. As the next generation always comes in, they look to the past to try and recreate that. Pat Cummins strikes you like a figure so un-Aussie-like. He smiles with that crinkle in his eye, but he is an Aussie, fierce, intense, with a will to win, and he showed that on Sunday. This is a loss that will take a while to heal. The scars will be there for years to come, especially with some possibly playing their very last ODI World Cup. It's a heavy cross to bear, and World Cup wins hurts in the most acute way, because it is one for the history books. And no matter what you do to move on, try and shake it off, history will always remind you. For me personally, this took me back to that place I found myself in 2007, the World Cup in West Indies of Dravid, Anil Kumble, Sachin Tendulkar, all heartbroken, knocked out of the World Cup. The Indian cricket team came much closer this time, probably why the hurt is much deeper.